See, as a football analyst, as a football fan, there's something that really pains me when it happens to football. And what that thing I talk about? It has to do with players that have not found a place they can call a home yet. Let me say, for example, like players that are going through a lot in terms of contract issues, players where they get issue with the club, players that want to leave and they don't want to. Let me just call a few players that are actually in this kind of situation now. We have Kelvin Phillips. Okay, Kelvin Phillips is having the same issue with Manchester City. He has been sidelined for almost two seasons now, since 2023. Sorry. We also have Jadan Sancho is also having the same issue with Manchester United. Yeah, for the whole transfer saga, you know. And then we also have Alexander ISAK also facing the same problem. And then our very old boy, that should be Ademola Lookman, his issue with Atlanta moving to AC Milan, I think. Yeah. Now ISAK is to Liverpool for about 2 matches now. He has not seen any game. These players are really passing through this phase. I don't really like to see a player go through, because being a professional is like being a medical practitioner, like a doctor, whichever practice you're doing in the medical field. The more you work, that is the joy of what your profession is all about. Footballers are professionals. Yes, there can be some issues with contracts here and there, but it's usually best that is resolved as quickly as possible. I don't see any reason why a club would be holding a player down by force, that you have to be here or you're not going anywhere based on the contract. If the person's terms and conditions on the contracts are good enough for him to move to the next club that are demanding for him, football is right now a business. Allow him to move. I remember when nobody wants to sign for Arsenal because Arsenal were on the downslide. They were going down. A lot of players wanted to sign for Chelsea when Chelsea were busy doing fine in the European competition. A lot of players want. If Man City calls you, definitely you go. If Real Madrid calls a player, definitely they will go. Players, teams like Bayern, Barcelona, they call a player who want to go there because they know that they are guaranteed to win trophies. What most clubs need to focus on is boosting their club reputation so that any player that comes in would want to stay. Yes, of course. Okay, look at what is happening in Real Madrid. Xabi Alonso, Rodrigo. Yeah, Rodrigo played the last match against Oviedo. But we all know that Rodrigo is not having the playing time that he deserves. Yeah. And which means he's prone to leave. But he doesn't want to leave because the club he's in, he's guaranteed either a Champions League cup or Champions League place. That is what Newcastle and all these clubs, they need to start doing. Give the players give your club a reputation that players will want to stay and play for you. That's simple. There's no need holding the player down. Let the players go. If they don't want to, do you prefer a player to be playing for you and won't be playing, giving his 100%? How would you feel if the transfer window closes now, which is almost time for the window to be shut down, and ISAK remains in Newcastle for about a year, playing for a club that they all know that he's not happy to play for? Or let's say Ademola Lookman goes back to Atlanta and start playing. It's not really fair. Club owners should think about this thing and then at least make them try to adjust themselves little by little.